we're talking about shorts, and I think we should define that. I mean, I think there's still a lot of confusion. You know, people throw around the word short sale.
Sure.
And people come to Girard Realty Group all the time and say, I want to buy a short sale because they're half price. So, and that's not
Not
true.
quite, no.
So let's just, you know, in like 9 seconds, a short sale is?
A short sale is when a homeowner cannot sell their home for enough to pay off their mortgage.
There you go. And the bank agrees, after substantial finagling with Kayser Law Firm, the bank agrees to take less
Correct.
to
than
get
what
paid
they're owed.
an amount short of what they are owed on the house.
And Damien, I think I'd be remiss if I didn't throw this in. Most times we're dealing with 2 mortgages. So basically you've got a piece of pie that's not big enough for all the wolves. And you're trying to make everybody happy.
Right.
Okay?
Right. And 2 mortgages, meaning a first and a second.
With
and,
2 different
and
lenders, by the way, in a lot of cases.
Yeah, and sometimes the same lender, which doesn't make any difference because they're 2 different departments.
2 completely different groups who don't even know each other, have
different
never met.
matrices, and right.
And that creates a whole nother level of complexity because it's kind of funny. My impression is that frequently the second mortgage holder actually has almost as much, if not more, power than the first because they can say no. Right? So the first can agree.
They can say no, but they've lost a lot of that leverage because the economy and the financial institutions and the U.S. Treasury realize the benefit of a short sale because the bank cuts their loss in half. So now there's monies that they pay to the second lien holder.
Right.
To, you know, the Pulaski banks of the world, whoever has that second lien, and they will give them the $6,000 as long as they release that deficiency.
Right.
So they're not left in the dark.
Because it's the release of the deficiency which is most important for
That's right.
the homeowner. They want to be able to move on with their lives and not be saddled with this deficiency.
Correct.
For the rest of their lives, and also be able to restore their credit at some point in the not too distant future.
That's right.
So what happens to that deficiency most of the time?
Most of the times today, which is totally different than 4 or 5 years ago.
Because it's a new normal.
We actually get it waived.
This is a new normal now.
It is a new normal, and I know when you said I think you said it ain't over yet. What's happened across the country, there's this paradigm shift, and there's a new normal. So the banks are taking delinquent accounts now, and they're putting it into the short sale hopper before they put it into the foreclosure hopper. That's going to last forever.
That's a completely different way. I mean, just 3 or 4 years ago, we were doing short sales and foreclosure sales, and it never happened that way.
That's right. It was just an outlier.
It was kind of like there were so many, and I talked a lot about banks were not set up. They expected to get 2 a year, and they got 2 a day for a couple of years.
You said the magic words. They weren't set up, and now they are. And now they have the perfect tool to mitigate their losses.
But it's still not easy. It's still not that they can just go and do things. They need somebody to advocate for them with the lender,
right,
to negotiate the deal, to make sure that their financial and legal interests are being protected, and that's where you come in.